Good afternoon. My name is Trevor Quincy, and it's September 8, 2023. Currently in the sky, we have Mercury going retrograde at 11 degrees. It is out of that conjunction with the sun. It is more of a loose conjunction right now, but the major focus for us is our daily responsibilities, day-to-day endeavors, work schedule, routine around personal development and physical health. With that sun being at 15 degrees, definitely steer clear of any accidents during this time since it is a Gemini degree. It could definitely be restless or bored. Watch for self-criticism, criticism of others during this time as well, of course. Then we have Mars. It's now in Libra. It has been in Libra for about a week, but this does bring that energy and drive towards relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts as well. Marriage and union is also in here too. But I will say with Mars energy, this can tend to be impulsive or spontaneous energy. So I would just say watch out for those themes that I just said with the impulsive or spontaneous nature, okay? Pluto is still in Capricorn. It's retrograde actually. Here in the United States, we may actually go through a third or a second one, I should say. Yeah, we should go through a second Pluto return with Pluto crossing over its original placement in the United States birth chart. In the United States, Pluto is actually in the second house in the sign of Capricorn at 27 degrees, 33 arc minutes. And right now, Pluto is 28 degrees, 8 arc minutes retrograde. So before the year ends, we may see another round of the Pluto return here in the United States. All right, but with Pluto in Capricorn, it's really just bringing about themes of reevaluating and revisiting themes of transformation that we have dealt with in regards to our career, success, status, legacy, our life's work, authority, our own inner authority, as well as governing ourselves or just government in general. Ooh, I can't talk today because of Mercury retrograde. Anyway, we have Saturn in Pisces in retrograde at 2 degrees. It will not go back into Aquarius. It will stay in Pisces because it's due to come out of retrograde in October, I believe October 30th, if I'm not mistaken. Or sorry, I think it's November 4th because it comes out at 0 degrees. But I will say right now, with Saturn being retrograde in the sign of Pisces opposite Mercury retrograde, there just needs to be the balance between spiritual and your personal development journey. Now, Saturn wants to make your dreams a tangible reality, and it can do that through Virgo. Virgo has the energy to create your dreams and make them a tangible reality. However, Virgo needs to stop being over analytical and have some faith. So that's where the balance comes in between them as well. With Saturn and Pisces, we also may learn during this next 2.5 year period that the world may not be as compassionate as we would want it to be. That means that if in the case that you feel that the world needs more compassion, be the example. Show your compassion, put yourself out there, be your purest self. Also pay attention to any dreams or visions, any daydreams that you may have as well with Neptune's influence in Pisces as well here too. With Neptune, subconscious work can definitely be done during this time as well. Perhaps there can be some karmic lessons tied to some subconscious healing that some of us may be doing during this time as well. Now we have North Node in Aries, Chiron in Aries as well. It is forming a little bit of a loose conjunction here, but with North Node, there's going to be some fated events in regards to ourselves, our independence, our identity, and really taking action towards our life's direction, whatever it is that we would like to do, and giving back to ourselves through self-nourishment. With Chiron here, wounds around being ourselves, putting ourselves out there in our most authentic way, and as well as taking action towards our life's direction can definitely come up. Just be sure not to give in to these wounds and just focus on whatever our goals are for our life's direction. Watch out for spontaneity and impulsivity. This can actually help us to heal ourselves and heal other people once we steer clear of those as well. Jupiter recently went retrograde in the sign of Taurus, as well as Uranus is also retrograde in the sign of Taurus as well. They're also forming a loose conjunction. With Jupiter in Taurus, it's asking us to revisit and reevaluate lessons in regards to our worth and value, giving back to ourselves, establishing a balance between giving and receiving as well. With Jupiter in Taurus, this can also bring an influx of material gain, material income as well. It is throwing a trine towards the sun as well as Mercury retrograde. These could be things that we've been working on or working towards our manifestations as well, but this is tangible resources coming in. Usually with Aquarius, it does have to do with income, money, or anything resourceful, okay? With Uranus, just be sure that we're watching that we're not spending more than what is going out, okay? Then the moon is in Cancer. Be sure to listen to our intuition. Right now, emotional fulfillment could be found by processing our feelings and our emotions, listening to our intuition, learning governing ourselves at a foundational level, okay? Also with the moon, prioritizing our personal life, juxtapose our public life can also help with emotional fulfillment as well. With Venus being in Leo, it's out of retrograde, but it's still in that shadow period. And so it's now time to become more confident and express our true value and worth for relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts, worth and value, as well as giving back to ourselves, giving and receiving, establishing the balance between the two as well, okay? Well, that's pretty much all I'm seeing for the transit so far. Well, I am going to give away a free reading to the first person who can correctly answer the following. According to Hellenistic astrology, the 11th house gives planetary joy to which planet? You can go ahead and put your guesses down below. The first right answer that I see, I will put you for the first reading, okay? But readings today are going to be $15 like they are usually. TRZO LLC. Just be sure to submit all donations to Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. The name is synonymous through all three platforms. Just be sure to include birthday, time, and location like the example that you see below. And for international birthdays, just be sure to format that month, day, year instead of day, month, year. And if you forget, just Instagram me at TRZO, TRESCZO, okay? I'm going to leave that up for a couple of moments for people that are just coming in. And then let's scroll down here for that free question here. So I'll read it again. According to Hellenistic astrology, the 11th house gives planetary joy to which placement? You can put your guesses in. I see more people coming in. Hey, how's everybody? How are ya? All right, do I know what the Uranus-Jupiter conjunction in Taurus is bringing in the 10th house? So for Leo ascendants, this can bring opportunities. This can also bring sudden changes within career status, like I see in life's work as well. Now, this will require work on your behalf. This is something that could be original, something that may have not been seen before. Actually, let me pull up the chart since it's still up. Well, with that being in the 10th house, as I said, these can be things that are quite innovative and revolutionary for its time, but it is going to require consistency, structure, and organization since it is in the 10th house, okay? Let's see what else is going on here. Let's go back to that question. Let's see who has the answers coming in. We have Uranus, good guess. Saturn, good guess. All right. We're just waiting for more people to come in, but those are not the right answers at the moment. But let's see what else is coming in. It's the end of the week, by the way. Anybody have plans this weekend? I'm supposed to go... I don't know where I'm going this weekend, but I know I'm going somewhere. I'm leaving this house. Oh my gosh, I got so dark. I've been sitting in the sun lately because when I was living in New York, I didn't sit out in the sun all that much. But here, oh my God, I love the sun. I love the warmth, and I'll sit in it all day if I have to. Let's see here. Ooh, yo. You got to choose one, yo. You got to choose one. One answer at a time because I don't know if I can count that. I don't know if I can count that. Oh, Anna said it first. Hi to Saturn. All right. It is Jupiter. I don't know. This is a trick. That's a trick question. I don't know because you said or, you didn't say both. But then again, I'm like, I didn't really specify. I'll give it to both of you. Why not? I'll give it to both. I'll be nice. I'll be generous. Let's see. There's yo, and then, but not you about to get turns up. Not that. Let's see. There's yo, and then, oh, wait a second. Oh my God, I could be incorrect. Just need to double check, but I'm like, I think I just need to double check it real quick. Just need to double check. 11th house, planetary joy. Just to make sure that I am... Okay, cool. So let's see here. Yep, Yo got it, and Anna got it too. Is Anna still here? I don't have Insta. Can I DM on here? Yeah, you could. I don't mind. Because people have been doing it. You know, everybody else just has to bird box. And I got it too. Yeah, I'll be nice. I'll give it to you guys both because I'm like... Technically, I'm like, I shouldn't give it to you, yo, but I didn't specify it, so I'll be nice today. All right, so we can move over with that. Jupiter is the correct answer. Jupiter gives the 11th house planetary joy. I went over it this morning, but this morning I used Venus. So the first house is Mercury, third house is the moon. Fifth house is Venus, Mars is the 6th house, Sun is the 9th house, Jupiter is the 11th, and Saturn is the 12th. In Hellenistic astrology, we only use the traditional planets. They don't really use Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto unless you're like a nouveau Hellenistic astrologer, but haven't seen them. So, yep, congratulations to Anna and Yo. You know, just be sure that if in the case that you want a reading, before I get to it in just a second to teach you how it works, that you have the following information for those that are just coming in. Hello, how we doing? We're going to be doing readings today. $15 for astrology readings. All you have to do is send that to TRZO LLC. Where at? Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Just be sure to include birth, time, date, location, just like the example that you see down below. For international birthdays, just be sure to format that month, day, and year, not day, month, year, because we're not in Europe. This isn't Lizzie McGuire. And if in the case you forget to send your birth information, it's okay. It happens. It's Mercury retrograde. It could even be happening in your first house, maybe your third, like me too. All you have to do is just send it to my Instagram, TRZO, TRESCZO, okay? I'm just waiting for people to send the information. If you are sending it through Instagram, let me know, or I'm going there right now. Let's see. Lost my chance. Maybe next time. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta be on the market. You gotta want it. I'm just kidding. Just like what was that movie? Ice Princess? I don't know. All right. I'm just waiting just to see. Okay, so my things are loaded up. All right. See, earlier today, when I was in my earlier session, everybody was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna be back for the readings." Where are they? Are they still here? Are people still here? I know Yo said that Yo doesn't have an Instagram, but I'm just waiting for Yo to send birth information. We'll get started. Otherwise, you'll forfeit your turn. All right. And is Anna here too? Because you guys can both send it too. Oh, I got a lot of things here. Just got to delete this. Got to delete this as well. All right, I sent a DM on TikTok. I cannot see the DMs on TikTok because I'm on TikTok Live. So if it's possible, unless, hold on a second. Yeah, no, I can't access my messages right now because I would have to end the live to do that. So, what? No. What are you talking about? Yeah, no. You know, I can't access my DMs when I'm live. I can't access my DMs because I'll have to end the whole thing. You know, that's why I was like, just send it here or send it to my Instagram if you guys have. Through Cash App. Yes, through Cash App. If I can get back to my things real quick. Hold on a second because I see that I got a notification. All right. Yep, I have Ray. Or Drew, sorry. I got Drew. All right, wow. All right, guys. Should I start with Drew first? Because I'm not getting anybody else's information. All right, Drew, I'm actually going to start with you because I see that the people that got the free readings are not sending. But I will answer that question. The difference between tropical and sidereal. Sidereal astrology deals more with the reality of what certain things are going to be. How events, things, people, places, things, how that all is going to play a role in your life. Juxtapose tropical astrology, which is really based off of psychological reasoning, why we make the decisions that we make, how we can better understand ourselves and the world at large. I like to call tropical astrology human astrology and sidereal astrology the astrology of life because you can't argue sidereal astrology. It takes into consideration the movement of the universe, the axis of precession, whereas tropical does not. Everything is fixed in tropical. All right, Drew, I'm going to start with you because I'm just waiting for information to be sent. No, that's not Drew. And let's see. Reva, let's do a good job in the city. Working for the man every night and day. And I never lost a minute of sleeping, worrying about the way things might have been. All right, here we go. I sent the info in the chat. Okay, someone sent a DM. What chat? I did not get it. If you sent your info here on the live, I did not get that. I sent on IG. Okay, cool. And I'll get to you next. And if you sent on IG, I'll get to you next. Okay, Pisces Ascendant. Here's how my readings work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go one by one through each of your placements. I'm going to see if you have any critical degrees. What are critical degrees? Critical degrees are degrees of significant importance. If you do have a critical degree, pay attention to the sign and the house. That is the sign and the house. Why? That is because once you have a transit to that placement, certain fated events, people, places, things, the noun, they can enter your life and definitely help you on your evolution process or your elevation process per se. Hey, you never know. All right, so if you have a critical degree, pay attention to the sign and the house. All right, here we go. Sun's at 25 degrees Libra, moon 8 Cancer. 818 can be a number that you see through numerology if you're into that. Mercury 15 Scorpio retrograde, Venus 29 Scorpio. Venus is at a critical degree. Mars 20 Virgo, Jupiter 10 Gemini retrograde. Saturn 29 Taurus retrograde, Saturn's at a critical degree. Uranus 16 Taurus retrograde, Neptune 3 Aquarius, Pluto 11 Sagittarius, Neptune North Node 19 Cancer retrograde, Chiron 14 Sagittarius, Ascendant 13 Pisces, MC 21 Sagittarius. All right, let's see what's going on up here. All right, so what is required for your ascension is to really focus on your spiritual journey, spiritual liberation, establishing a relationship with the universe, trusting in the unknown as well, though this is going to come with karmic dealings as well as some sort of loss, okay? Definitely protect your energy. Energetic boundaries are going to be really needed for you and recommended for you as well, too. You know, it's your choice to use them, set them up as well. Your ascendant sits at an apex of a major T-square here. I call them the triangle of tension. It causes inner conflict and tension. The name kind of says it itself. Tapping into relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts, marriage and union, and establishing some sort of independence within that will actually help you to alleviate any inner conflict and tension that you have. Look at God. All right, your chart ruler, you actually have two here. The first chart ruler that I'm seeing, it's in your 12th house. You got some unconscious qualities that you may present when you're around other people. So definitely spend some time by yourself to learn your energy, to learn who you are, and to also learn the unconscious qualities that you may present. All right, because sometimes with hidden enemies or people that don't have our best intentions at heart with the 12th house, we manifest people who see certain things within us that tell us about these things, but then we are like, no, we don't do that. But at that time, we may not know our true, pure selves at a soul level. Okay, so it is important to have that connection with the universe. Also pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to any visions that may come about that can actually help you in regards to relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts, and that can also help you to figure out your life's purpose, a certain belief system, a philosophy, as well as your own truth. Okay, and then your second chart ruler is in your 4th house. Look at God. Processing your feelings and your emotions, focusing on your personal life, home and family, listening to that intuition of yours because you are intuitively gifted. All right, but also paying attention to who you are at a foundational level. Who are you truly? Who do you want to be for you? Okay, with that being in Gemini, you just really want to focus on the feelings behind juxtapose the logic. Okay, you don't always have to overthink things through because that can actually ruin the feeling of certain things if you're reacting to it or you're overthinking it as well. Okay, so just be sure not to over intellectualize your emotions, but rather feel them through. All right, let's go move on. Nothing in Aries, just watch for impulsive spending here. Saturn in Taurus. Is Saturn at that critical degree or is it at 28? Saturn's at that critical degree at 29. All right, so I will say here, Saturn in the 3rd house can tend to bring an energy that whenever you're sharing your thoughts, your opinions, speaking up for yourself, authority figures or people that had that position of authority didn't necessarily have to have the title, but people that had authority over you really made it hard for you to express yourself, to really put your thoughts and your opinions out there, to really speak up for yourself per se. So finding an outlet to best get those words out will actually help you to become a better speaker. This is a placement that's actually getting better with time. The 3rd, the 6th, the 10th, and the 11th house, they're known in Vedic astrology as the Upacha houses. They deal with skill and longevity, which needs time to get better. And so 3, 6, 10, and 11, those houses naturally get better with time. And the placements that you have within those houses naturally get better with time too. Look at God. Saturn and Taurus also want you to establish your worth and value, so you definitely may be tested from the universe from time to time. So ask yourself when enough is enough, because this is actually going to help you to establish that worth and value, okay? Now, you need to share your experience, share your story, or any information that you're sharing with other people. It needs to be backed up with experience, personal experience, because if it doesn't have it, then it just won't, the energy won't be balanced, okay? Other people definitely want to hear what you have to say. They like what you have to say, but it needs to be balanced with your own personal experience for there to be some validity towards it, so you know what you're talking about and you're not just spreading misinformation or anything like that. But speaking about misinformation, watch for gossip and misinformation. This can actually be quite karmic for you with Saturn's influence there, okay? Jupiter and Gemini, you could come from a large family here. There's a lot of things that you learn early on in childhood. Education definitely could have been pushed in the home too, but you could be a jack of all trades, master of one, and hey, you'll always do better than the master of one. So just be sure, pay attention to your ideas. They can actually be used in your career status, like I see in life's work. Also, speaking up for yourself, putting yourself out there can actually help you to heal as well. Okay, not only heal yourself, but to heal other people. It can even help you to step into your power. Wow, amazing. All right, moving on, we have Moon in Cancer, North Node in Cancer too. You find emotional fulfillment through putting yourself out there, expressing yourself, shining your light, not dimming it because of other people's projection. That's going to be fated events for you. That's really going to lead you towards becoming your full authentic self and becoming confident enough to express that. With Moon in Cancer, you find emotional fulfillment through those themes. Just be sure that whatever fun you're having, it emotionally resonates with you as well, okay? Moving on, you could be very creatively expressive as well too, through art, through music, however you choose to express that. As long as I said, just make sure that it resonates with you on an emotional level, okay? Then we have nothing in Leo in your 6th house, Mars and Virgo in the 7th. Any one-to-one situations that may happen, perhaps between you and a partner, you and a close friend, make sure you're keeping it between that 222 on my clock as we speak. You see that 222, all right? But make sure that you're keeping it between that dynamic, okay? Once you start including other people, that's when the frustration and the conflicts start, okay? With Mars in the 7th house, it's also really important to have that relationship with yourself, as I was saying with that opposition there. Mars is all about independence. It's all about energy and drive to do things that they would like to do. So make sure that you have your own sense of independence within the relationship, partnership, interpersonal connection, or within business contracts. Hey, you may even do better working alone in business, okay? There was a second T-square that I thought oh no, that wasn't a T-square. Okay, moving on. Sun in 8th house in Libra here. Major focus is on prioritizing your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, and making peace with your past. Letting go of what no longer serves you, letting go of what no longer is in alignment, which in turn puts you in alignment with your dharmic path. With this placement, you're actually not meant to heal by yourself. There will be other people aiding you on this healing journey. Will it be easy? No, because it's the 8th house. There are sudden events that definitely happen. Just be sure to watch out for people pleasing, micromanaging things that are outside of your control. But with Libra, it's just more, make sure that you're not being vulnerable or intimate with everybody, because not everybody has the capacity to hear your story. With Sun in the 8th house, we tend to go through a lot of transformation here. You tend to go through a lot of transitions in life. Your whole life is going to be one big transformation. And so there are certain people that may not have the capacity to energetically process the things that you had gone through, and that's no fault of yours. It just means that you're a very powerful individual and you're meant for certain people, certain energies, but you're also meant to speak about your experience, which actually leads me to Mercury and Scorpio in your 9th. You're meant to speak about your experience, share your story, share what you've been through, and share what beliefs, philosophies, meaning of life, whatever, share what works for you and expand on that, okay? Other people will definitely actually help you to lead you towards your life's purpose as well. You just have to be open to receive. Also be sure not to obsess over your meaning of life, or trying to find your life's purpose, or trying to figure out a belief system or philosophy as well, okay? But as I said, not everybody is meant to connect. You're not meant to connect with everybody because you have a special energy about you, okay? Moving on, we have Pluto, Chiron, and your MC in Sagittarius. Part of your spiritual mission in this lifetime, or part of your mission, is to guide the collective in a spiritual direction, okay? And that is by sharing your story, sharing your experience, giving wisdom, and giving knowledge to those who need it the most, or just perhaps just sharing your story and seeing how that can help people as well. It's actually going to put you in a position of power. Look at God. All right. And it's also going to help you to heal too, because early on you could have gone through, trying to trust in a belief system, or perhaps you had to believe in something, and now in your adult life you are actually you're actually asked to look for whatever works best with you. What belief system, what meaning of life, or what is your own personal meaning of life, not just the meaning of life in general. What's the purpose of your life, and taking action towards making that a tangible thing for yourself. Which leads me to that Capricorn in the 11th house. You have no major placements there, so I'm not even focused on that. Already talked about Neptune in Aquarius. With Uranus in Aquarius, Aries, your spiritual journey may be a little bit unconventional. Nothing wrong with that. As long as it works for you, it works for you. You are different for a reason. And that's actually leading me to that sun in Libra. You're different for a reason. You have energy that can actually progress society to move forward. And that's not just because of the things that you went through, but it's because of who you are. All right. But it's time to become confident in that and express that with that North Node in Cancer down there. Okay. Because there's a tendency to be quite restrictive and quite to yourself. Okay. Now it's time to, kind of come out of your shell and shine your light and see it for everybody to see. But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for you for the most part. Thank you. All right, let's see here. So we have more friends in here. Hi, how we doing? All right, that was Drew. All right, let's see here. Anna is next. Did Yo send it? Because I have not seen Yo since. Thank you. Of course, anytime, anytime. And for those that are just joining in, hi, how are you? Happy Friday. We are doing readings today. Readings are $15 today. All you have to do is send your donations to TRZO LLC, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. The name is synonymous through all three platforms. Just be sure to include your birthday, time, location, just like the example that you see below. For international birthdays, just be sure to format that month, day, year instead of day, month, year, because it's not Europe. We're not in Lizzie McGuire movie. If you're in the case that you forget to send your information, just into Instagram me at TRZO, TRESZO. All right, Anna is up next. And is Yo still here? I sent my info in the chat, but I don't know which chat you sent your info in because I didn't get it. And I still don't see it. Just making sure that there's nobody else on the list. The list is still pretty short, by the way, everybody. Just letting you know. Yeah, is Yo still here? If not, I'll take Yo off the list. But Anna is next. Let's get to Anna. If I can go back to Instagram. Well, let me go back to Instagram. It can, and it did. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Let's see what's going on here. All right, Leo Ascendant. Let's see what's going on in your critical degrees. Do you have any? Let's find out. Sun 11 Aries, Moon 8 Sagittarius, Mercury 6 Aries, Venus 0 Taurus. Venus is at a critical degree. Mars 21 Taurus, Mars is at a critical degree. Jupiter 7 Cancer, Saturn 10 Gemini, Uranus 27 Aquarius, Neptune 10 Aquarius, Pluto 17 Sagittarius retrograde. Pluto is at a critical degree. North Node 21 Gemini retrograde, Chiron 8 Capricorn, Ascendant 23 Leo, MC 18 Taurus. Let's get to it. All right, well, before I get to it, TRZO LLC, TRZO LLC for Reina, TRZO LLC. All right, here we go. So part of your ascension requires you to really be confident, to express yourself, to put yourself out there, to not give in to other people's projections, and to not self-sabotage your energy. All right, so let's see what else is going on here. Your chart rulers in the 9th house. Very fortunate energy for your sun to be in. Not only is it exalted, but you got some good fortune manifesting for you. Look at you. Look at God. All right. It is important not to rush to find a belief system or a philosophy or rush to find your own meaning of life. This can lead to psychological damage here if not careful, okay? So be sure to take your time with your figuring out what your life path is or your life's purpose maybe as well. But you are meant to speak about your experience. Just think before you speak with Mercury and Aries. Sometimes it could be a little impulsive or spontaneous with the tongue, okay? But definitely just think before you speak. But you are meant to share your experience, share your story, share what worked for you, and share what your perspective is about life, the meaning of life, your life's purpose as well, okay? Let's see here. Nothing in Virgo, nothing in Libra, nothing in Scorpio, Moon in Sagittarius, and we also have Pluto in Sagittarius in your 5th house. For starters, do not run away from your emotions. With Sagittarius energy, when there's an issue, when things get too much, they tend to run away. So don't run away from your emotions. You need to face them head on. Not like Aries, because Aries tends to bottle things up, but with Sagittarius, they'll just run away from it and they won't deal with it. So you just need to face it head on, okay? That's actually what's going to help you to step into your power. Very creatively expressive. You definitely like to express from your emotional well-being. Just be sure that we're watching out for overindulgence and I wouldn't say escapism, but escapism can definitely be seen through Jupiter in a sense. So I would say just watch out for that as well. With Pluto, just be sure not to over-obsess with having fun, building up your confidence. Watch out for overconfidence since Jupiter has an influence over your 5th house as well. I will say with love and romance, that can actually help you to step into your power and give you emotional fulfillment as well. It can also help you to figure out your own meaning of life or perhaps figure out your life's purpose as well too. But you need to build up enough confidence to express that out, okay? okay? Not only is it going to help you to figure out your life's purpose, it's also going to help you to figure out your future endeavors for yourself, okay? With your future endeavors, friends, groups, networks, and organizations will definitely help you out here. You definitely have some long-term, stable support for you, especially with Saturn's influence in that 11th house. Only gig is with Saturn in the 11th house. There could be unconscious qualities that do tend to present themselves, and if you're not conscious about those qualities, hence the term unconscious qualities, your friends, groups, networks, they may tell you, but if you don't take the action to pay attention to them and you kind of go off your unconscious qualities, they may take a step back and you may be doing or fulfilling your journey alone in regards to your future endeavors. So just pay attention to that. But I will say, jack of all trades, master of none, and you'll always do it better than the master of one. Look at God. Your fated events will definitely happen around friends, groups, networks, and organizations, and even the execution of your future endeavors. So please pay attention to the following. Please listen to any ideas that you may have. I know your mind can run at like 5,000 miles a minute, but you need to pay attention to any ideas. Write them down if you consider them to be good. This will actually help in the long run. Second, watch for spreading misinformation and gossip about people. This can actually be karmic for you. It can actually pause any endeavors that you have for yourself, or pause making your dreams a tangible reality. It will delay the process since Saturn has the influence here, okay? Last but not least, anything that you are sharing, any information that you are giving to other people, you need to back that up with experience. It causes the balance between the two, okay? Moving on, we have Chiron and Capricorn in the 6th house. There could be wounds around critique, criticism, perfectionism tendencies as well. Perhaps this can cause wounds to your inner authority. It is really important, first and foremost, that you focus on your own personal development journey, becoming the best version of yourself that you can be, learn the lessons, and kind of just don't give into other people's projection. Also, focus on your career status, legacy, and life's work. Once you do that and establish a balance between your personal and spiritual development, that'll actually help you to heal yourself and heal other people as well. There could be a little bit of inner conflict and tension in regards to whatever you do within your day-to-day, juxtapose what you believe in. Perhaps maybe you could feel like you're in the wrong job situation, or you may feel as though that whatever you're doing is contributing to certain wounds and it's going against what you may believe in. It is really important to align whatever it is that you believe in within your day-to-day. That'll actually help you to relieve any inner conflict and tension, and you can actually use that as a means of success. Since your T-square, you have an apex of a T-square here in your 9th house, tapping into your 3rd house of community communication, really tapping into your ideas as well, siblings, cousins, your immediate environment, will help you to alleviate any inner conflict and tension that you have as well. In your 7th house, you have Neptune, you have Uranus here too. You do yearn to be understood in a connection. Just be sure to understand yourself. Having a relationship with yourself, best relationship that you can have. You may have a false illusionment around relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts, but it is important to really look at that from a realistic lens. Since Saturn has an aspect or an influence over that 7th house, this can bring some karmic relationships towards here as well, okay? Just be sure here, as I said, to have a relationship with yourself, best relationship that you can have. Also pay attention to any ideas that you may have if you're within a dynamic with a close friend, a loved one, a spouse, whoever that may be, because that can actually help towards your future endeavors, okay? Moving on, nothing to Pisces, already went over Aries. Then we have Taurus, we have Mars, we have Venus in MC and the MC as well. With Venus being in, is Venus, let's see here. Okay, Venus is at the critical degree. With Venus being in your 10th house and being your 10th house ruler within the 10th house, you're definitely meant to be in a managerial position, a position of authority per se. You're meant to be at a higher up level, a higher up position, because you have what it takes to maintain that as well. With your career status, legacy, and life's work, there is going to be resources, other people to help you out here. Be sure to be open to receive that as well instead of doing it all on your own. With Mars being conjunct the MC, there's a lot of energy and drive towards your career status, legacy, and life's work. It is important that you're not doing everything by yourself. Watch for impulsivity and spontaneity around career endeavors. This can lead to stagnation. This can definitely lead to delay as well. Whatever it is that you're meant to do within your career status, legacy, and life's work, it is going to require a lot of patience, because what you're building is going to be around for a long time, okay? So it is really important to take your time. Already went over Gemini. Last but not least, before I move on to the next person, is Jupiter and Cancer in the 12th house. Jupiter feels at home in the 12th house because it is at home in the 12th house. With Jupiter and Cancer, it's in a very exalted state, the strongest state that Jupiter could be in. So this means that you have a powerful Jupiter. Traveling to foreign lands can help you out on your spiritual journey, as well as establishing some sort of faith or relationship with the universe may be quite easy for you. There is a little bit of inner conflict in regards to developing your belief and the relationship that you may have with the universe. Be sure to blend them them together, or at least have them, you know, coincide with each other. That'll help you to alleviate any inner conflict and tension there as well too, okay? With Jupiter here, there can be the influx of karmic enemies, so definitely steer clear of that, but that usually comes with naivete, so that's usually in the beginning of your journey. You could consider your family to be a little karmic, I'm not gonna lie here, or perhaps the mother figure as well. It is really important to pay attention to any nurturing energy, over emotional energy as well. That could be karmic, steer clear of that. Setting up energetic boundaries for the water signs in the 12th house, especially Cancer, because you could take on energy quite easily. So setting up those energetic boundaries can actually help you out. And then actually implementing them within your day-to-day can help you to create balance between your personal development journey and your spiritual development journey as well. But that's all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. All right, that was Anna. Sent on Cash App. Thank you, thank you. As a Libra rune, what's my opinion on the forgive and forget thing? I forgive, but I don't forget. But I'm not going to sit here and hold grudges. I don't have time for it. I forgive you for myself, and I forgive myself for what I put myself through. But I don't forget the things that have gone on. I don't forget the lessons that have been learned. I'm just not going to walk myself into doing that again. Sick. How you say thank you, thank you, thank you, tell your friends. All right, let's see here. So we have Drew. We have Amanda. Amanda show. All right, I guess Yo is not here. Yo kind of just up and left. I was gonna give a free reading to Yo. Guess Yo didn't want it. Well, okay. So we have Amanda and Drew. The readings are still open if in the case that you would like one. Do you think whole house is most accurate? Well, whole sign house system will help you to realize and how planets will manifest. So say, for instance, if your moon is in the 5th house in Placidus, but it's in the 4th house whole sign, you will find emotional fulfillment through expressing yourself, through putting yourself out there, but you will do so through your home, through your family, through being whoever you want to be for you. So you're still feeling the emotional fulfillment through expressing yourself, building up confidence, enjoying life's recreation at home. See how that works? Let's see. Right here. What's right here? All right, anyway, moving on. Sent on Venmo, and I guess that's Amanda. And let's see who else. Sent on Cash App, great. Just making sure that I didn't miss anything. Pisces with Capricorn rising thoughts. Well, if in the case that you would like a reading or an analysis, it's going to be $15 today, and I'll tell you all about that and all the other placements that you have too. All right, let's see. All right, so let's see. We have Amanda's up next. Is Amanda here? Amanda's here, and I see Drew's here too. Okay. Amanda, you're on deck. Or you're up now, and Drew's on deck. Let's see. Ooh, San Diego. My roommate and I were talking about San Diego the other day. Amanda, I just need if you were born in the AM or PM. From AM to PM, somebody hit the lights so we can look it out. That's right, because we ain't gonna start a fight from AM to PM. All right, I just need if you are AM or PM for your birth time, and then we can get started. AM. All right. Okay, so I am running a little survey for a friend. I heard that if you were born in the morning, that you are a night person. And if you were born at night, you are a morning person. Is this true? Amanda, are you a night person? Thank you so much. All right, so we are going to read the degree placements to see if you have any critical degrees. All right, here we go. Sun, oh, you are a night person. Okay, so maybe there's some validity to that then. I don't know. All right, here we go. Sun 29 Virgo, Sun's at a critical degree. Moon 18 Cancer, Mercury 22 Libra, Venus 27 Libra, Mars 3 Virgo, Jupiter 11 Gemini, Saturn 0 Gemini retrograde. Saturn's at a critical degree. Uranus 17 Aquarius retrograde, Neptune 3 Aquarius retrograde, Pluto 10 Sagittarius, North Node 21 Cancer retrograde. Chiron 12 Sagittarius, Ascendant 11 Virgo, MC 9 Gemini. Look at God. All right, so let's see what's going on up here. A major T-square, I'll tell you that. All right, so part of your ascension requires you to focus on your daily responsibilities, day-to-day endeavors, work schedule, routine around personal development and physical health. Watch out for self-criticism. Watch out for criticism of others as well. This journey is all about you becoming the best version of yourself possible, so your personal development journey is going to be very highlighted at this time. You have a lot of energy and drive to go after those themes that I just listed, as well as your self-independence identity, taking action towards your life's direction and giving back to yourself through self-nourishment. Just be sure to watch out for spontaneity and impulsive energy as well. But once you put your energy in the right direction, this can actually help you towards your career, status, legacy, and life's work, okay? We also have the Sun in Virgo here as well, too, so major focus is going to be on the themes that I just listed. You have effortless opportunity towards your career, status, legacy, and life's work to get about the business of getting these things done, too, okay? So this is a major focus, is really to focus on yourself. You could have a very disciplined personality, disciplined approach to life as well. You may take things seriously, but hopefully not too serious, okay? Because with Saturn and Gemini, it's all about the witty, being lighthearted as well, okay? Now, your ascendant does sit on the major apex of a triangle of tension, a T-square as they like to call it, okay? Tapping into relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts will help you to alleviate any inner conflict and tension. Now, I will say, though, with relationships, there could be the tendency to look at relationships from a false illusion. Just be sure to approach that area of your life from a realistic standpoint as well, okay? Gain the experience and definitely implement that. Once you know better, you have the choice to do better. All right. Then we have in your second house, we have Libra. Venus is here sitting pretty alongside Mercury here. You'd benefit from having multiple streams of income, but I'm seeing that nice little square there. Yeah, right. Now, I will say anytime I see a square between the 11th and the second house, this usually indicates that you may feel like you don't have enough resources to manifest any future endeavors. Perhaps you see a vision for what it is that you would want in your future, but you may think to yourself that you don't have all the resources to get there. You have all that you need to get to that next step. Okay. This is all about a process here. Also, I did want to say anything with your 11th house, just make sure that it resonates with you emotionally. Otherwise, it gets the job, okay? Pay attention to your intuition as well, too, because that can actually lead you to any resources here, okay? Once we pay attention to our intuition and also realize that we have all that we need to get to the next level, that actually turns this square into something that we can use as a means of success and achievement. Look at God, all right? Venus and Libra, just watch out for people-pleasing and as well as giving all of your energy to other people towards your detriment, okay? Let's see what else is going on here. With Venus in the second house, just watch for self-splurging or overindulging. Moderation, ain't nothing wrong with that, but just watch for the overdoing it, if you know what I mean. All right, nothing in Scorpio. We have Pluto and Chiron and Sagittarius conjunct that IC. Oh, God. Very powerful upbringing here. Very transformative, intense situations definitely could happen. For starters, do not run away from your emotions. You need to face them head on. It's going to be how it's going to be. With Pluto and Sagittarius, that's what's going to help you to stand in your power by facing them head on. It's also going to help you to heal not only yourself, but to heal others as well. Now, you've gone through a transformative upbringing because it's preparing you for your career, status, legacy, and life's work. When you dream big things tend to happen to you, and sometimes they're not the prettiest, okay? But I will say here with Pluto and Sagittarius, finding your own belief system, your own philosophy, perhaps trying to figure out your life's purpose as well will help you to step into your power just as long as you don't over-obsess about it, okay? Perhaps early on from your family, you had to adapt to their belief system, their philosophy, and it didn't quite resonate with you, so you are urged to figure out what that means for yourself, okay? It'll not only help you to stand in your power, but it'll also help you within your career, status, legacy, and life's work, all right? Nothing in Capricorn, we have Uranus and Neptune in Aquarius. Pay attention to anything that happens within your day-to-day. This can actually give you ideas that can help you within your career, status, legacy, and life's work, and also to manifest any future endeavors that you have with yourself. Perhaps what you do in your day-to-day may be very different from the traditional norm. Perhaps you could be doing something that very few people know how to do. You could be the first doing it. Look at you. Pay attention to the relationship that you have with the universe. Also pay attention to any dreams, visions that you may have, your subconscious mind as well, because this can definitely help within your day-to-day. It can also help you within your career, status, legacy, and life's work. It is important to look at your sixth house through a realistic lens, as I said before, because Saturn has an influence on it. Do not overwork yourself too hard here. Health concerns can definitely come up. Issues, ailments, sickness can definitely be a theme here if you overwork yourself, okay? Let's see here. Nothing in Pisces, nothing in Aries, nothing in Taurus. We have Saturn in Gemini, Gemini in Jupiter, and then we have MC Gemini Gemini as well. You're a jack of all trades, master of none, and hey, you can always do it better than the master of one. Look at God. You're not meant to put your eggs in just one basket. You're meant to do multiple things. Gemini does things in multiples. It is important to speak up for yourself, to find an outlet to really get your words and your opinions out, rather that be journaling, speaking to somebody, speaking to the universe, writing a letter that was never delivered, whatever works for you, okay? Watch for gossip. Definitely watch for spreading misinformation. This can lead to be a karmic case for you since Saturn has an influence over that 10th house. It just happens like that. You will have opportunities to build your career status, legacy, and life's work, but it all does boil down to consistency, structure, and organization for you, okay? So it is going to be hard work, but the opportunity is there to grow and to elevate, all right? Moon in Cancer, North Node in Cancer. Part of your fated events will happen through friends, groups, networks, organizations, and the execution of your future endeavors. Whatever, as I said before, whatever you're doing for your future endeavors, it does need to resonate with you on an emotional level. Listen to your intuition. That can lead you to progress, to manifest your future endeavors, to make your dreams also a tangible reality as well, okay? That's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Just be sure to prioritize your personal life and processing your feelings and your emotions, as well as getting to know who you are at a foundational level. Who are you truly? And I'm going to leave you with that, all right? Thank you. All right, here we go. That was a mouthful, wasn't it? All right, let's see here. Drew. Oh, I already did Drew. Yeah, I already did Drew. Okay. Beautiful, thank you. Of course, of course, of course. If you guys have any questions pertaining to astrology, feel free to ask them. You don't need to hold back. I'm going to send it quick. All right, take your time, take your time. But yeah, if you have any questions pertaining to astrology or you just have questions in general, I'll try to answer. I sent everything. Where did you send it? Where did you send it? Let me just reload this real quick. My emails have not been working today. Has anybody else gone through something similar with technology? All right, let's see here. Cash App, I'm Luna. Gotcha. Just waiting for it to load. I got Raina. Third and ninth house stellium. Well, third and ninth house stellium, it's actually really good that you have both a third and a ninth house stellium because you can naturally balance out any information that you're sharing with others. You can naturally back that up with experience. And there's logic. You have logic built in when people are sharing their opinions, so you can discern or decipher what is for you, what's not for you as well, too. Okay, so we have Raina. Give me 1 second. I'm just going back on Cash App. Just got to load it real quick. Luna and Raina, I got you guys. Just got to write that down who came in first. We got Raina, and then we got Luna. And then that's it for now. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Not Merster retrograding. Yes, Mercury is in retrograde, and I'm not happy about it. I'm kind of ready for it to be over, and I know it just started. So wake me up when September ends, because that's literally when Mercury retrograde ends. Let's see here. Oh, but third and ninth house stellium, by the way. There's a lot of energy concentrated on your mind, your thoughts, your intellect, as well as siblings, cousins, your immediate environment, community, communication, developing your skills, your belief systems, your philosophy, trying to figure out the meaning of life. Higher knowledge versus lower knowledge, which is just knowledge here on the ground level. All right, let's see. All right, so here we go. We have Raina first. We're going to do Raina. And then we're going to do Luna. Readings are still open, everybody, if you'd still like a reading. How do you feel about Sagittarius? I don't feel anything about them at all, but I know that Sagittarius has a big heart. You know, I love Sagittarius energy. Definitely focuses a lot on expressing their experience. Sagittarius placements do tend to talk about themselves and their perspective as if it is the perspective a lot. You know, I'm speaking from experience myself too. But with Sagittarius energy, it is a very pure energy, but it's hard for people to understand that it's a pure energy because of how nonchalant it comes across, if that makes sense. Let's see here. All right, Raina, we're going to get to your reading. I don't want to keep you waiting too long. Let's see. La Palma, California. That's not a song. I'm just making it up as we speak. And we got, Raina, I just need a time for you. What time were you born? Yes. What time is that? You just described me. I indirectly described myself too. I did. And that's what I like about not only just astrology, just like everything in general. It's because it helps me to better understand that everything is kind of connected. Energy is the same. Not us just talking about Sagittarius and you're a Sagittarius ascendant. Maybe that was just fate. That's not what I said. All right, everyone, let's take a look to see what Raina has down here. Sun 17 Aquarius, Moon 19 Gemini, Mercury 6 Aquarius, Venus 18 Capricorn, Mars 9 Pisces, Jupiter 0 Pisces, Jupiter's at a critical degree. Saturn 15 Aries, Uranus 9 Aquarius, Uranus is at a critical degree. Neptune 0 Aquarius, Neptune's at a critical degree. Pluto 17 Sagittarius, North Node 11 Virgo retrograde, Chiron 18 Scorpio, Ascendant 18 Sagittarius, MC4 Libra. All right, here we go. Come on, Sagittarius energy. All right, so part of your ascension requires you to focus on your belief systems, your philosophy, figuring out your own life purpose and meaning of life, figuring out your own truth, okay, and expanding on that. Higher knowledge, higher education, law and religion, spiritual practices, teachers and gurus will definitely have an influence on you in this lifetime. With Pluto being in your first house, when you need to be your authentic self, just be your authentic self. That'll help you to step into your power. Other people may try to project onto you because you being yourself is triggering something within them. You're giving them the ultimatum to heal or to project. And 9 out of 10 times, they're going to project. They're just going to do it. It is really important to not give into the projection, but rather just focus on yourself, your identity, as well as the action, taking action towards your life's direction as well. That'll also help you to step into your power. Your chart ruler is at a critical degree in the 4th house. First and foremost, do not run away from your emotions, Sagittarius. Don't run away from anything. You got to face it head on. I said what I said, because there's a tendency to walk away from things that no longer are because it's too much, but you need to face it head on, especially with these emotions, with your Jupiter being in the 4th house too. With Mars, I know it's frustrating. I get it too. I'd be crying with you too. But I must say here, with Jupiter here, you could be from a large family, but with Jupiter and Pisces, there's a lot. There's a lot that's unconscious, a lot that is not seen. Perhaps you could have grown up thinking that everything was normal, everything was fine, but then there could have been a certain situation, certain something that snapped you into a reality, and now you're starting to question a lot. You're starting to question, what the heck, what happened now? That is all preparing you for your North Node, your fated destiny. All right, first and foremost, you're destined to be in the public, really focusing on career status, legacy, and life's work, and as well as your authority, your inner authority, bringing that out as well. It is really important with North Node and Virgo because with Pisces, you have a vision, you have a dream that you would like to see come into a reality. That's why you got that North Node and Virgo there. But it's all about the process of making that dream the tangible reality, okay? Now, Saturn right now is transiting through that 4th house. I'm sending thoughts and prayers because you know you're feeling that. But I will say, with Jupiter and Pisces, only thing is, do not walk yourself into other people's energy, other people's drama, even if they need help, if they're in dire need, definitely help them out, of course. But like, definitely watch out for walking into other people's energy. You're quite susceptible to energy, and not everybody has your best intention at heart. You may mistake other people's energy as your own. That's how sensitive to energy that you are. So definitely become more aware of that. With Mars energy here, I will say there's a lot of energy and drive to get to know your emotional well-being, perhaps, but you just don't want to dwell on that, okay? With Pisces, it's all about spending time by yourself to understand not just your conscious, but your unconscious qualities as well. All right, so spending time in isolation, really developing a relationship with the universe if it doesn't already exist. If it does exist, deepening that connection, trusting in the unknown as well. This is what helps you to understand yourself at a very foundational level as well, okay? Moving on, we have Venus in Capricorn in the 2nd house. Very stable energy, just watch for frivolous spending. Nothing wrong with overindulging, but with Capricorn in the 2nd house, you're more managerial about how you approach your finances here. You could have had some hardships and lessons, perhaps impulsive spending with Saturn being in Aries, or perhaps spending so much and nothing was coming back into. With Venus here, there's usually going to be money that's coming in here. I'm going to turn on my fan. Just give me 1 second. Ooh. All right, I'm back. But yeah, with Venus and Capricorn, it's really about establishing your worth and value. And when the universe tests you, asking yourself when enough is enough. That's what's going to help you to establish that worth and value there. Now, I will say with Capricorn energy, usually when I see Capricorn in the 2nd house or Saturn in the 2nd house, this usually does indicate to me that wealth can definitely come in at some point, but you're meant to build something from the ground up that can bring you in that money. Just be sure not to equate money to your worth and value, and definitely establish a balance between giving and receiving. Okay, we have a party in your Aquarius third house, don't we? We have Neptune, Mercury, Uranus, the Sun, and that's it. That's all who attended. All right, so with Neptune here, first and foremost, your spiritual development, your relationship with the universe can actually help you to better communicate your thoughts and your opinions. It can help you to be, or make your thoughts and opinions more understandable, if that makes sense as well too. But you're meant to share your experience and your thoughts, your opinions with people as well, with Mercury being in the third here. With Uranus, it may be progressive. You may be ahead of your time in regards to communication, thoughts, opinions, your ideas. They definitely may be progressive, but they're quite innovative. It's something that can actually help progress society and move society forward, okay? With your sun placement here, that's actually where you're meant to focus. But I will say, when you're sharing information with people, it may take days, weeks, months, even years for it to come to pass. So just keep that in mind, all right? Let's see what else is going on here. Mars and Pisces already. Oh, Mars and Pisces, I will say, energy and drive towards your spiritual development journey. Just don't rush through your spiritual development journey or your healing journey for your emotions as well. It's actually going to help you towards your fated events as well. With Saturn and Aries in that fifth house, Saturn wants you to build up your confidence, to express yourself, to put yourself out there. But Saturn's going to show you the reality of that situation. The reality may be is that it may be hard for you to express yourself in front of the environment that you're in. Perhaps maybe you had some people that had authority over you that has made it hard for you to express yourself. Could have been parents, definitely could have been your family as well. It is really important that you learn how to have fun and enjoy life and its recreation by yourself. That way you can get to learn who you are at an authentic level. That way it becomes easier for you to express yourself too. With Saturn and Aries, make sure we're not rushing against that unconscious clock to get things done by a specific age. Perhaps maybe you have a plan for your life and the universe is not going to go with that plan because the universe is not on your time, you're on the universe's time. And so the plan that you have for yourself, it may take longer than usual, but don't become frustrated because of that, because it's actually going to work out better than expected, okay? It's only when we try to do things ourselves that we run into more delays, setbacks, challenges, and obstacles too. Be sure to also enjoy life for its recreation. I just said that. I'm just realizing I just said that. But it'll help you to build up your confidence as well. Nothing in Taurus, Moon in Gemini, sitting pretty on that descendant. You find emotional fulfillment through relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts as well. It's important to have a relationship with yourself with that aspect to the ascendant. I say that for everybody, but it is important to have that relationship with yourself because that'll actually cater into your emotional well-being and your emotional fulfillment. It's also important for you to talk out your emotions, to communicate them with people that you feel close with, but not share with everybody, because with Moon in the seventh house, people can tend to take advantage of you, so watch out for that energy as well, okay? Let's see what else is going on here. Communication, developing your skills, siblings, cousins, your immediate environment, it could also serve as a means of emotional fulfillment for you. All right, nothing in Cancer, nothing in Leo, already went over North Node and Virgo. But with Libra MC, you're meant to teach the collective a different perspective here. With Libra, especially in the 11th house MC, you're destined to really focus on your future endeavors here. What goals, dreams, visions would you like to become a tangible reality? It's kind of similar to your North Node and Virgo, but that's more career status, legacy, and life's work oriented, building a legacy for yourself. The 11th house is executing that goal, really getting it out there and getting about the business of making that a tangible reality. Other people will definitely help you out here. You don't have any major placements, so these are things that are just going to happen through transits, through fated events. It's going to happen for you. Because right now the South Node is in Libra, ask yourself what has served you within your friends, groups, networks, organizations, and the execution of your future endeavors that do not serve you at this time as well, okay? Last but not least, before I let you go, you do have Chiron and Scorpio. Same here. Chiron and Scorpio, not a pretty placement. If you revisit some of the places that you've been to, you'll realize that they're completely different. But with Chiron being in the 12th house too, you could have wounds pertaining from hidden enemies, karmic dealings, loss. Your spiritual journey could have been a source of wounds as well, but it is really important to prioritize your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, making peace with your past, letting go of what no longer serves you, letting go of what no longer is in alignment, which in turn puts you in alignment with your dharmic path, the path that you're meant to be on, okay? That's what helps you to heal yourself and to heal other people as well, okay? There can also be wounds around feeling misunderstood, trying to fit into certain groups, feeling different but not knowing why. With that Chiron being in the 11th house in Placidus, just be sure here that you understand yourself and realize that you are here because you are different. You are here to progress society, to move forward, because you have the energy to do so, especially with all that Aquarius in your third household sign. But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for you for the most part. Thank y'all. All right, let's see here. Guys, bear with. I'm just not getting emails on time because Mercury just wants to take a poop in my emails right now. Let's see. Love this. Well, thank you. Thank you. All right. I have Mars and Pisces too. We need more rest than an average person, T. Read me to fill. Thank you so much. Of course. Anytime. Anytime. Let's see here. All right. I have Luna up next. Is Luna here? Just going to make sure that nobody sent. I think this is going to be a last call. I don't know. What do you think? Readings are still open, but I think it's going to be a last call. What do you think? All right, I'm going to do last call. Last call? Surprise, you thought there was nothing there? Joke's on you. Well, readings are not closed. I'm just going to do last call. First day back at school. Okay, this is the last call for readings, ladies, and gentlemen, and all that do not identify with either. Okay, it's going to be $15 for astrology readings. You can donate that to TRZO LLC, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. The name is synonymous through all three platforms. Just be sure to include your birthday, time, and location, just like the example that you see below. We'll add you to the queue. And if in the case that you forget to send it, you can always Instagram me, and I'll look at it via Instagram, okay? If in the case that you are coming from an international country and you format it day, month, year, just switch it over to month, day, year. Because over here we're not so as lucky as Lizzie McGuire. Our dreams are made of something, and they're happening. You know what? Maybe we are lucky. I'm gonna put it out there. We are Lizzie McGuire. That's right. All right, Luna. Let's get to you. Let's get started, shall we? It's hard to believe that I couldn't see. That's right. All right, let's see here. Santa Clara. I knew people from Santa Clara. Fun fact. I went to school with people from Santa Clara when I was living in Hawaii. All right, 9-3. And you were born at a time in the morning. Now, Luna, are you a morning person or a night person? We're asking for the friends. Is Luna here? Luna? Coming once, coming twice? Night person? Gotcha. Love your vibe. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Ooh, Leo ascended. Let's see what's going on down here. Sorry, my hair is sticking out the back of my wrap, and it's trying to reach out and say hi. All right, let's see what's going on down here. Sun 11 Virgo, Moon 15 Scorpio, Mercury 22 Virgo, Venus 4 Libra, Mars 21 Leo, Mars is at a critical degree. Jupiter 10 Gemini, Saturn 0 Gemini, Saturn's at a critical degree. Uranus 17 Sagittarius retrograde, Neptune 4 Aquarius retrograde, Pluto 10 Sagittarius, North Node 22 Cancer retrograde. Chiron 11 Sagittarius, Ascendant 7 Leo, MC 26 Aries, MC, your midhaven, is at a critical degree. All right, let's see what's going on up here. Okay, so Leo Ascendant, part of your ascension really focuses on building up confidence, expressing yourself, putting yourself out there, and shining your light, not dimming your light because of other people's projection or perhaps through self-sabotage, okay? It is really important here to focus on life and its recreation because you're meant to have fun in this lifetime. You did it, all right? It is also really important here to focus on taking action towards whatever it is that you would like, okay? Because with Mars here, you have a lot of energy and drive to take action towards the things that you would like to accomplish. That can actually help you within business dealings as well as relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection. But since there's the opposition, make sure that you have a relationship with yourself before going to focus more on relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts, okay? Also, I will say any action that you take towards your life's direction can actually help you towards any future endeavors for yourself. All right, let's see here. Chart rulers in the second house. So this means worth, value, material possession, as well as filling up your own cup through self-replenishment, and your immediate family also may have an influence here. Watch out for self-criticism, criticism of others as well, since Mercury has an influence next to your sun. It's not conjunct from what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's not conjunct, but just watch out for self-criticism and criticism of others, okay? I will say that part of your focus in this lifetime is also to focus on daily responsibilities, work schedule, routine around personal development and physical health. With this being in the second house here too, you can tend to overthink a lot about what you are deserving of, or perhaps what your worth and value may be. Be sure not to undervalue or overvalue yourself, but just, value yourself. Just value yourself. You are deserving. You are worthy. You are valuable. With, you don't have any placements in Pisces, but usually with 8th house placements, other people can see your worth and value, and it's up to you to see it within yourself. And since you have second house placements, it's up to you because your sun is becoming. So it's up to you to really understand and know your worth and value, okay? That'll actually help you within your future endeavors that you're manifesting for yourself. But I do see that we have a T-square here, so it is important to tap into that 8th house of prioritizing your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting your darker aspects of life, and making peace with your past. Letting go of what no longer serves you, letting go of what no longer is in alignment, which in turn puts you in alignment with your dharmic path. All right, moving on. We have Venus in Libra in the 3rd house. People like to hear what you have to say. Don't be afraid to share your opinion, share your thoughts, speak up for yourself. Venus is at home here, yes. Just watch out for the people pleasing. Watch out for putting other people before yourself to your detriment, all right? That's the only thing I gotta say with that. Good placement for artists, musicians, singers, songwriters, the artists, all the above, you know. Let's see here. We have Moon in Scorpio in the 4th house. Not a pretty placement for the moon to be in Scorpio, but moon's at home in the 4th house. It's comfortable. It's sleeping, right? You do find emotional fulfillment through intimacy, vulnerability, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, and making peace with your past. Just be sure not to over-obsess over your emotional well-being as well as your healing journey as well, too. Very intuitive placement here. This can cause a little bit of tension in regards to relationship, partnerships, interpersonal connection, because your intuition could be something that is very intimidating to other people because it's an authentic intuition that's coming through here, and people have to be ready for that. But I will say in relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts, you yearn to be understood. That's why there may be the conflict here, is because when you're speaking out your intuition, or perhaps you share it with somebody, you're sharing that because in relationships, that's just what you do. But other people may not get that is because of what is being said. It may trigger something within them to either heal or project, okay? So once you understand that it's actually no fault of your own, that actually makes things a little bit better for you. Now, you do have a second T-square here. Look at God. You need to tap into that career, status, legacy, and life's work, focusing on what you would like to do in terms of the public and the masses as well. That'll help you to eliminate any inner conflict and tension here as well, too. All right, let's see here. Then we have Pluto and Chiron and Sagittarius in your 5th house here. There could be wounds around feeling like when you wanted to express yourself and build your confidence and put yourself out there were people that were kind of projecting onto you and dimming your light. Just be sure that you're not dimming your own light. You don't have Chiron retrograde, so I'm not so concerned there. But once you learn how to enjoy life for its recreation and as much as having fun too, and finding a belief system, a philosophy, figuring out your life's purpose and your life's mission or your life's truth, whatever that may mean to you, that's actually going to help you to stand in your power. It'll help you to heal yourself and to heal other people, but that confidence is going to be needed not only to step into your power, but to execute any future endeavors that you may have for yourself. A lot of opportunities here to do so, but it's up to you to take action towards that opportunity, all right? Moving on, there's nothing in Capricorn. I already went over Aquarius, nothing in Pisces. MC and Aries in your 9th house, leaning more towards philosophy, figuring out belief systems, since it's in that 9th household sign. With Aries, MC, you're meant to do whatever it is that you want to do. Just watch out for impulsivity and spontaneity, okay? But with this being in your 9th house, just be sure not to rush to figure out your life's purpose or rush into a belief system. This can lead to psychological damage, and this can also lead to setbacks and obstacles as well, okay? With nothing being in Taurus, Saturn in Gemini, Jupiter in Gemini as well, just making sure. Great. So with Saturn here and Jupiter here, there's a lot of support here that definitely wants to see you to make your dreams a tangible reality, to execute any future endeavors that you have for yourself. With Saturn and Gemini, watch for spreading gossip or misinformation, because this can actually be quite karmic for you. Also become more aware of your unconscious qualities by spending time by yourself, okay? Because this can make you aware of your energy quite quickly, because if not, your unconscious qualities can come out in the 11th house, and it may make the support back up and kind of watch what it's going to come out to be. It may work out, it may not work out. The 11th house is the house of trial and error here. Jupiter's in a great position, but Saturn will definitely bring karmic lessons through friends, groups, networks, and organizations as well, okay? Last but not least, before I let you go, you do have North Node in Cancer in that 12th house there. Fated events will definitely happen around your spiritual development, spiritual liberation, establishing a connection with the universe if it doesn't already exist, deepening it if it does exist, trusting in the unknown as well. Definitely watch out for people that try to emotionally manipulate you. Watch out for perhaps maybe you may view your family as karmic. So definitely watch out for people that are trying to emotionally project onto you, people that are trying to emotionally manipulate you as well. Caretakers, nurturers can also be seen as karmic here. But on the bright side of things, I will say your spiritual journey tends to emotionally resonate with you. And so listening to your intuition can actually guide you on this journey. So look at God, all right? It could be quite transformative since Moon is in Scorpio, but for the most part, it is 5 places from itself. It is going to help you or be a means to help you build confidence as well. So that's all I'm seeing for you for the most part. Thank y'all. Let me exit this out. Let me go here. Is that Luna? That was Luna. All right. My mom is a Scorpio. Interesting. Now, do you see your mom as karmic because your 12th house ruler is in the 4th house here? Do you see her to be intense? Perhaps it may be a little bit hard for you to open up to her. Do you may find her to be a little bit controlling? All right, let's see. All right, I got 2 PayPals. Overprotective. That was a better way to put it. Let's see. Overprotective. Now, I wouldn't say that my parents were overprotective, but usually with Moon in the 4th house, Moon in Scorpio is very protective. Could be a protective figure because of the things that they had gone through. I don't know if your mom has gone through anything, but like, has she told you certain things that she's gone through from her early childhood or perhaps from her life that that you understand why she's overprotective? Or I feel like it's going to be revealed in time, but I just wonder if it's already been said. All right, we have Julie and Corinne. All right, so let's see. Here's Julie here. It's already been said. Gotcha. Julie is here. Great, great, great. So we're going to type in your information right now. And then we have, let's see. Oh. Oh. Is Alberta in, no. Let's see. Should I just say Alberta, Canada, by the way? Because I don't know if Alberta's in Ontario. I remember Alberta being its own province. Sorry that I'm not. Let's see, did I spell it right? It's, never mind, I didn't spell it right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Pisces ascendant? No, let's see. Pisces ascendant. Yeah, okay. Let's see if you have any critical degrees. Sun 27 Capricorn, Moon 4 Pisces, Moon's at a critical degree. Mercury 23 Capricorn retrograde, Venus 14 Aquarius. Mars 0 Pisces, Mars is at a critical degree. Jupiter 4 Sagittarius, Jupiter is at a critical degree. Saturn 3 Scorpio, Uranus 7 Sagittarius, Neptune 27 Sagittarius, Pluto 29 Libra. Pluto's at a critical degree. North Node 2 Cancer retrograde. Chiron 22 Taurus retrograde. Chiron is at a critical degree. Ascendant 0 Pisces, ascendant is at a critical degree. MC 18 Sagittarius. All right, let's see what's going on up here. Come on, Pisces ascendant. So part of your ascension really requires you to focus on your spiritual journey, spiritual liberation, establishing a connection with the universe, really deepening it if it already exists as well. Trusting in the unknown, developing faith as well. Now, this can come with karmic dealings and loss as well, and endings, since it's Pisces is the last zodiac sign here. So definitely steer clear of that. Now, you do any action that you take towards your life's direction, it needs to just resonate with you emotionally. Otherwise, it gets the chop, okay? So developing that connection with the universe can actually help you to take action towards your career, status, legacy, and life's work, and also your belief system, trying to figure out your life's purpose, why you may feel like you are here, okay? Now, this journey may not be easy. It may not be the journey that manifests overnight for you. It may manifest over a span of time, but it will definitely work out for you, and it's going to get better with time too, and it's going to help you to step into your power too. All right, with your chart ruler, you have two. Both are in the 10th house of career, status, legacy, and life's work. Just be sure that your career, status, legacy, and life's work aligns with your life's purpose, the belief that you have about your life, as well as any philosophy that you may carry here too, okay? Moving on, we have nothing in Aries. Just watch out for impulsive spending. Chiron and Taurus in the 3rd house. These are wounds that can definitely affect your worth and value. Perhaps when you were expressing your opinions, your thoughts, speaking up for yourself, there are people that were projecting onto you and trying to keep you down. Be sure to get those words, those opinions, those thoughts up. Learning to speak up for yourself by journaling, speaking to the universe, speaking to somebody, writing a letter that was never delivered will actually help you to not only heal yourself, but to heal other people, and it can help you to establish your worth and value. Look at God, okay? There's a lot of ideas that may be running through your head. Be sure to write them down, especially with that Mercury trine here in the 11th house. This can actually help you to manifest any external or future endeavors for yourself, I should say. Moving on, we have nothing in Gemini. 5th house, North Node Cancer, same gig. All right, with North North Node in Cancer in the 5th house, it's really important that you're expressing your authentic self. Really paying attention to your intuitive nudges. You can even express that, tell your friends if you really want to, but it's all about expression, building confidence from expressing yourself and putting yourself out there. Now, this is the Moon's house here too. It waxes and wanes. It is really important with this placement that you're doing or having fun and really building confidence based off of what is emotionally resonating with you, okay? So your emotional well-being has a big purpose in here too. Also with your North Node in Cancer, be sure to prioritize your personal life, really feeling your feelings and your emotions and learning yourself at a foundational level, okay? That's going to help you to figure out your life's purpose and figure out more belief systems that cater to your personal truth. Now, you do have a grand trine in the first, 5th, and 9th houses, which means that you're very much in alignment with your dharmic path, okay? Paying attention to any aspects that are made through Virgo, like any oppositions made through Virgo, made through Capricorn, and made through, let's see here, Taurus, and the end of Aries as well. Let's see here. The audio just dimmed out. What was the last thing you heard? What was the last thing you heard? Can Julie still hear me, by the way, too? All right, nothing in Leo, nothing in Virgo. We have Pluto and Libra in the 8th house, just learning how to let go of what no longer serves you, learning to let go of what no longer is in alignment, which in turn puts you in alignment with your dharmic path, helps you to step into your power, prioritizing your healing journey as well. There could be some transformative relationships that you go through within your life, but this is meant to transform you for the better, to help you to stand into your power, and to also help you to become or to make you aware about what it is or what direction that you would like your life to go in, okay? It is conjunct that Saturn in the 9th, so it's really helping you to figure out what your life purpose may be and to take action towards that direction, all right? It's also going to work tenfold with your career status, legacy, and life's work. It's going to help you to heal any inner wounds too, or any hidden wounds that may be there with Neptune's influence on that 8th house. Saturn and Scorpio, as I already talked about a little bit, with Saturn and Scorpio, just watch out for micromanaging things that are outside of your control, confronting any fears with intimacy, vulnerability, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life as well. Also, make sure here that we're not over-obsessing over our belief system or over-obsessing over our life's purpose as well. All right? We have Jupiter in Sagittarius, Uranus in Sagittarius, Neptune in Sagittarius, Sagittarius MC. Part of your mission in this lifetime is to point the collective in a spiritual direction. It is really important, first and foremost, that you're taking advantage of the opportunities that are presented to evolve you or elevate you within your career status, legacy, and life's work. Part of what you're meant to do is something that's original, something that has not really been done before. Few people could have done it, but you may be the first person to do it. Whatever it is going to be quite original. It has something to do with your belief system. So figuring out a belief system, a philosophy, your own meaning of life, your own truth is going to be very important, and because you're meant to share that out with the collective in some way. However you choose to do that, that's up to you. You may end up being in a managerial position or something that puts you in a position of authority, and that's just because your 10th house ruler is within the 10th house as well. Moving on, we have Sun in Capricorn, and we also have Mercury here. Major focus is going to be on career status, legacy, life's work, as well as friends, groups, networks, organizations, and the execution of your future endeavors. Mercury here is another reminder to pay attention to your ideas, because you have quite innovative ideas that can help to move and make society a better place to live and help us to progress moving forward, because child, Lord knows we need it. All right, so pay attention to that. Now, with Saturn's influence over the 11th house, there could be some karmic lessons learned through friends, groups, networks, and organizations. So just be sure that first and foremost that we're not overworking ourselves to execute our future endeavors, and two, to pay attention to our unconscious qualities, because unconscious qualities can tend to come out within the 11th house. Why do I keep saying that? It is 12 places from the 12th house, and so this is where the higher expression of the 12th house to where our unconscious qualities can actually make or break us. So becoming aware of them can actually help us to in the long run in our future as well. Last but not least, we have Saturn conjunct Mars in 12th house. I just want to make sure that that's the case. Oh, Mars is actually in your first house. So with Mars being in the first house, there's a lot of energy and drive to go after the things that you want. Just be sure here to watch out for spontaneity and impulsivity as well. Okay, a lot of energy and drive also towards your spiritual journey. So just be sure that we're not rushing to progress spiritually or on our development journey as well. With Venus being in the 12th house, relationships could be quite karmic for you as well. But this is not bad. This is really to show you who's for you and who's not for you as well. Because in a relationship, you want that soul-like energy. You want somebody who may be quite unconventional, but somebody that you can resonate with on a soul level. With Venus in Aquarius, just be sure that you're understanding yourself in a relationship, or understanding yourself before you get in a relationship as well. You're different for quite a reason, and you need somebody who's going to match that energy as well, okay? But that's all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank y'all. The audio is working. I hope the audio is working, because it's like, for me, I'm speaking, so it's a little different. But it seems to be flowing over here. Of course, Julie, anytime, anytime. I know somebody sent a PayPal, so I'm just going to see that for a second. Give me 1 second. Bear with, bear with. And there's something no words could do. All right, is Corinne here? I should back up because I'm like all up in the mic like this. It's working just fine. It sounds like it's working. It just sounds like you're in a tin can. I'm about to send on PayPal to, hey, I'm Corinne. Okay, so Corinne's here. I got yours, Corinne. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I got Corinne too. Okay, cool. Just making sure that I didn't miss anything. Okay, great. Oh, it's better now? Great. Yeah, no, I just got a bit of delay that just came in too. Okay, so Britt says that she's about to send on PayPal, so all right, we will wait for that to come in. But until then, we will get to Corinne. All right, let's see here. Oh, readings are closed, by the way. So Britt, if you want to send yours over, you can go ahead and send. But I'm going to give you until after Corinne's reading. And if I don't hear anything back, I'll give a last call for you. Readings closed for the holidays. What's everybody doing this weekend? Anybody have things planned? Let me wipe this out. It's better now. Okay, let's get to Corinne. You guys are seeing my magic moments happen. All right, let's see. 7-9. I know somebody just sent something for me. I just got it. Let's see. Aurora, Colorado. Got it. Bam, bam. I actually been to Aurora before. I think I know somebody who lives there. Well, now I know 2 people. Or at least somebody who was born there too. All right, Corinne, I gotta ask. I've been asking everybody all day. You're technically a morning person, but I would consider you that's more of like the night owl. But which one are you? Are you like a night owl or are you a morning person? Brittany, I got yours too. You're all good. All right, let's see what's going on here. Nope, I'm a night owl. That's right. All right, let's see here. Aries Ascendant. I think you're the first one all day that I've had Aries Ascendant. All right, let's see what's going on here. Sun 17 Cancer, Moon 17 Pisces, Moon's at a critical degree. Mercury 26 Cancer, retrograde, Mercury's at a critical degree. Venus 3 Gemini, Mars 9 Virgo, Jupiter 6 Libra, Saturn 29 Aquarius, retrograde, Saturn's at a critical degree. Uranus 20 Capricorn, retrograde. 2020 can definitely be a signifactor for you if in the case that you're into numerology. Neptune 19 Capricorn, retrograde, Pluto 22 Scorpio, retrograde, Pluto's at a critical degree. North Node 10 Sagittarius retrograde, Chiron 22 Leo, Chiron's at a critical degree. Ascendant 19 Aries, MC 10 Capricorn. All right, let's see what's going on up here. Oh, not down, but up. All right, Aries Ascendant, part of your ascension requires you to focus on yourself, your identity, your independence, your sense of life's direction, taking action towards that, as well as giving back to yourself through self-nourishment. It is going to be really important to watch out for impulsivity and spontaneity here, okay? Chart ruler being in the 6th house, your day-to-day responsibilities, daily operations, work schedule, routine around personal development and physical health, definitely going to be themes that are at the forefront for you too. Be sure not to overwork yourself to your detriment. Mars tends to be the workaholic, but it's doing great wonders for your health. Mars likes to fight for something, so it's fighting any illnesses and sicknesses off. So you may rarely get sick, or if in the case that you do get sick, it may not last as long as the average, okay? So I will say that's really good in terms of that Mars placement. I will say, though, watch out for impulsivity within the day-to-day, and also watch for self-criticism, criticism of others, okay? That can actually cause conflict and tension within your North Node, fated events that are meant to happen for you, okay? Also, part of your mission, part of your fated events that are going to happen is for you to figure out your life's purpose, figuring out your own truth, your own meaning of life, figuring out a belief system, a philosophy that supports that, okay? Once you find that, and once you learn how to slow down within the day-to-day and implement the two together, that actually causes that inner conflict and tension to resolve, and you can turn that and use that in a means of success, okay? So everything works out good for everybody. Not the impulse queen. Let's see here. Nothing in Taurus. We have Venus and Gemini. Oh, you need stimulation in a relationship here. It is really important that we're not depending on stimulation to get stimulated, you know, and I mean external stimulation, not just like giving yourself stimulation. That's one thing, but not depending on external stimulation to stimulate you, if that makes sense. But in a relationship, you do like to have fun. You like something that's intellectual, somebody who you could talk to, somebody who's easy to talk to. Oh, we need more of those, don't we? Let's see what else is going on here. Do we have a T-square? 1, 2, 3. No, we don't have a T-square. But with Venus and Gemini, people like to hear what you have to say. So don't be afraid to speak up and don't be afraid to share your opinions, your thoughts with everybody else too. Watch for spreading misinformation. Watch for spreading gossip. I said what I said, okay? We have Sun in Cancer, Mercury in Cancer as well. Focus is going to be on your home, family, processing your feelings and your emotions, focusing on your private life, as well as listening to your intuition. You're going to have a lot of intuitive nudges with that Mercury in the 4th house there. Education definitely could have been pushed in the home. Parents could have forced you, or I wouldn't say forced, but parents could have really pushed for you to further your studies, I should say that too. But really getting to know who you are at a foundational level can give you information that can actually help you to share that information with other people. Now, this is all happening because it's preparing you for your career, status, legacy, and life's work too. With Uranus here, you could be doing something that's quite original. You could be doing something that very few people know how to do. Perhaps you're the first to do it. Really pay attention to your spiritual development journey, really establishing a connection with the universe and developing a trust in the unknown, because there's going to be some hardships that you're meant to learn within career, status, legacy, and life's work, but you're going to be guided through this as well. Part of your mission is really to teach the collective how to put in the work towards the things that you'd like to get, attain or achieve in this lifetime as well too. Just be sure to find a balance between your private life and your public life as well. Okay? Chiron and Leo in the 5th house, there could be wounds around trying to express yourself, trying to express your most authentic self, and people trying to dim your own light. Focus on life's fun and recreation. Also focus on really just catering to your inner child. That's actually what helps you to heal yourself and to heal other people too, okay? Moving on, I already went through Mars and Virgo. Jupiter and Libra in the 7th house. You're going to have an influx of other people for you to get a better knowing of people, relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contract. Now, this does throw a square to your MC here, but I will say just be sure that you're utilizing the experience and the opportunity when you're around other people and utilizing that within your career, status, legacy, and life's work that actually turns that square into something that you can use as a means of achievement and success, okay? With Jupiter in Libra, just be sure that we're not overly giving to people to our detriment. But Jupiter in the 7th house is more, you're just gaining experience of how people work, you know, especially since it's in Libra as well too. Good for business. You can have a big business if in the case that you'd like to start it yourself too. Pluto and Scorpio, just be sure that we're letting go of anything that no longer is in alignment, letting go of what no longer serves you as well. This in turn puts you in alignment with your Dharma path, the path that you're meant to be on. So once you prioritize your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life and making peace with your past, that actually is what helps you to step into your power. And that can have a big influence with your career, status, legacy, and life's work as well, okay? Then we have the North Node in Sagittarius, so you're destined to find a belief system, philosophy, law, religion, whatever it is that resonates to you the best, figuring out your own truth. Use that, expand on that as well, okay? The 9th house is all about expansion, higher knowledge, higher education. You could be destined to become a teacher. With Jupiter manifesting in your 7th house, there's a lot to gain from figuring out a belief system or finding your life's purpose. There will be gains that will be coming into you, okay? Very fortunate energy with your 9th house, especially since it has the Jupiter influence around it too. All right, already went over Capricorn. Saturn in Aquarius, just making sure. Yep. Saturn in Aquarius in your 11th house does bring karmic lessons around friends, groups, networks, organizations, and the execution of your future endeavors. There is visions that you see to manifest the things that you would like in your life. And not to say that it's not going to come in. That could actually come in through your moon in Pisces. But with Saturn in Aquarius here, all you have to do is commit yourself to something. Really. You know, that's Saturn in the 11th house. Commit yourself to something. And once you commit yourself to something, the support tends to come in quite easily. Okay? Now, I will say here, it is important that you pay attention to your unconscious qualities, as I said before, with Saturn having an influence on the 11th house, because if not, this can actually cause the support to dwindle out, okay? And these are things that can be resolved by spending time by yourself, spending time developing your connection with the universe, as well as spiritual development as well, too. All right? With Saturn in the 11th house, just be sure that whatever you're executing for the future endeavors, it has structure, consistency, and organization around it as well. Last but not least, before I let you go, you do have moon in Pisces, and I do see a grand trine, which means that you're very reflective, introspective. You're definitely very, somebody who's could be more emotional per se, but not emotional like, oh my God, I'm crying all the time, but you're very much in tune with your emotional intelligence. All right. With moon in Pisces, you find emotional fulfillment through your spiritual journey, spiritual liberation, as well as pure energy. All right. It is really important to set up energetic boundaries, however, because you could take on other people's energy quite easily. Okay. With moon in Pisces, a lot of intuition here, but I will say for the most part, it is really important that we're paying attention to who we're attracting in, because not everybody has your best interests at heart. All right. But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for you for the most part. Let's see, man, how do I find my life's purpose? That is actually something that is going to happen for you. The fated events will definitely lead you towards that, because your ninth house north node is going to show you that. All right. But I will say here, just pay attention to the people that come into your life, because they'll be dropping some gems along your path, and you're definitely meant to take the opportunity and listen to what they're saying. Okay. Your journey is about learning through other people and expanding through other people's, as well as forming your own opinion. And I'm going to leave you with that. All right. I hope that helps. Thank you. Is my Wi-Fi acting up again? Yes, it is. All right, here we go. Thank you so much. Of course, anytime, anytime. And we have Brittany. Brittany, I'm just going to delete the name here. And then I'm not going to go there. Oh, no, not this. Let's see. All right, let's see. Ooh, Tampa. I have a friend that lives in Tampa. Actually, a family in Tampa, but like, they're not my family by blood, but by marriage. All right, let's see. 108. Is Brittany here? Is Brittany here? I need a synastry chart live. Well, a couple of things for the synastry chart, because I don't do synastry chart live readings because they take forever and 5 years. And I also need the permission of somebody else, like the other person that I'm doing that for. Let's see. Is Brittany here? Is Brittany here? Someone special, who could it be? This job's too big for you and me. We need some help, but never fear-o. It looks like a job for a Higglytown hero. Anybody remember that show? Good times, good times. Is Brittany here? Going once, going twice? Also, I usually look at my chart in whole sign. Same here, same here. All right, Brittany, let's get to your chart. Let's get to it. Sun is at 21 degrees Aquarius. Let me zoom up here a little bit more so that you can see that. Sun's at 21 degrees Aquarius, Sun's at a critical degree. Moon 1 Scorpio, Mercury 25 Capricorn, Venus 1 Aries, Venus is at a critical degree. Mars 26 Aquarius, Jupiter 8 Capricorn, Saturn 23 Pisces. Uranus 1 Aquarius, Neptune 26 Capricorn, Neptune's at a critical degree. Pluto 2 Sagittarius, North Node 20 Libra retrograde, Chiron 14 Libra retrograde, Ascendant 13 Gemini, MC 27 Aquarius, 27 can be confirmation if you're into spirituality, or sorry, numerology. Let's see here. Where can I pay for a reading? Readings are closed. Readings are closed for the weekend. I'll be back on Monday in the morning. All right, Gemini Ascendant. Part of your ascension requires you to focus on communication, community, developing your skills, your mind, your thoughts. Siblings, cousins, your immediate environment can also have an influence on here as well. It's really important to watch for spreading misinformation or gossip here, okay? But you are meant to share information based off of the things that you've learned and experienced. So finding a balance between sharing the information and experiencing it, that way you can establish balance between the two. All right, your chart ruler can be found in your 8th house. So this means that prioritizing your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, making peace with your past, as well as letting go of what no longer serves you, letting go of what no longer is in alignment, which in turn puts you in alignment with your dharmic path. Let's see here. Is that Uranus in Aquarius? Yes, it is. All right, but I will say here, people can't lie to you. You're a natural lie detector, which means that you love to get to the bottom of things. You'll be good in research, by the way, with Mercury and Capricorn. With Jupiter here, your healing journey is going to give you an abundance of wisdom, an abundance of knowledge. Perhaps you can make a great astrologer, tarot card reader. It makes you very interested in the occult studies, okay? Because you've gone through enough transformation and it really pushes you into learning more about yourself. Now, with Jupiter here, you are meant to share that with other people, or you can use it in a means to build something that's like a system that's going to be around for a long time here. It's going to put put you in a position of power, can also bring you an inheritance here too. Just be sure that we are prioritizing our healing journey and looking at it in a more realistic sense, because Neptune here can put a false illusionment on what that healing journey is for you, okay? Nothing in Cancer, nothing in Leo, nothing in Virgo. We have Chiron, we have North Node and Moon in Libra too. No, that Moon's in Scorpio. So Chiron and North Node in Libra. Chiron and Libra in the 5th house really means that from other people have made it hard for you to express your authentic self, to build up confidence, to really put yourself out there. Perhaps maybe they even dimmed your light. With Chiron retrograde, you sometimes probably dimmed your own light to make other people feel comfortable, but you're meant to express yourself, and find the right people that really enjoy being around your presence, that don't make you feel like it's really hard to be yourself, okay? That's really what's going to help you to heal yourself and to heal other people, okay? With North Node in Libra, it's really focusing on relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts, but those connections that really make you feel like yourself, that make you feel like you, okay? Because you may feel different. You may feel as though that you have different energy. Perhaps maybe you felt like you got shut down or rejected from trying to fit in to groups that were not meant for you here. You are different for a reason. You have the energy that can help progress society to move forward. You're not meant to fit in with everybody, because your energy is really needed. Or I guess the people that are like you, they will find you. You don't have to do much effort to find them. But in regards to your energy is something that is really needed, especially around this time, because, child, you see what's going on in this world, right? You know? But let's see here. With North Node being in the 5th house, it's all about confidence and expressing that confidence out, okay? Because that'll actually help you to figure out your life's purpose. It can help you to figure out a belief system. It can help you find out your truth and guide you towards your life purpose as well, too. Now, we do have a grand trine. Wow. Do we have a grand trine? Yeah. Yeah, we do. We do have a grand trine here. You're very much in alignment with your dharmic path. Not much that you got to do to get in alignment with that. It's just all about figuring out a belief system, a philosophy that works with you, and expanding on that. Look at God. All right. Moon and Scorpio in your 6th house here. You find emotional fulfillment through your daily responsibilities, day-to-day events, work schedule, routine around personal development and physical health. Just be sure not to over-obsess over these themes, as well as over-obsessing over your healing journey too. You do yearn for a deep connection, something that is intimate and vulnerable as well. You definitely do yearn for being of service to other people or helping out other people in a sense, but this is something that can actually make you very powerful and also give you emotional fulfillment, though there's a little bit of inner conflict and tension in regards to this and your healing journey as well, okay? So be sure that we're letting go of what no longer serves you, letting go of what no longer is in alignment, which in turn puts you in alignment with your dharmic path, as I said before, and this will actually help you to turn that square into something that you can use as a means of success and achievement. With Pluto and Sagittarius in your 7th house, there could be power struggles in relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contract. For business, this is actually a really good place, that I'm not going to lie. Makes you very powerful here. Tapping into your beliefs can also make you more powerful here too. Pay attention to relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, because this can actually help you to execute any future endeavors, the right connections, the right people, the right partnerships as well, okay? Already went over Capricorn, not going to delve into that. We have Uranus, we have the Sun, Mars, and MC and Aquarius too. Very different belief system, very unconventional, very different from the traditional or the more conservative approach to your belief system and higher knowledge, higher education here. Just be sure not to rush through your trying to figure out your life's purpose, trying to find a belief system that works for you. This can actually lead to setbacks, obstacles, could also lead to psychological damage if not careful, okay? But with Sun here, major focus is on finding that philosophy, finding that belief system, finding that truth in life that really helps on your growth here too. As I said, it's something that could be original, or perhaps you could be doing something that is quite original that requires you to think differently or to have different beliefs than most people here, okay? Because whatever it is that you're meant to do is going to be something that's original, something that very few people know how to do, or perhaps maybe you're the first person to do it, okay? Whatever it is, it's going to be something that the world has not seen before, but it's going to help to progress society forward. Moving on, we have Saturn and Pisces in that 10th house. A lot of work is going to be ahead of you here. A lot of hard work towards your career status, legacy, and life's work is required in order for you to achieve success and status. But once you achieve it, it's going to be easier to maintain. You're here to make your dreams a tangible reality with Saturn and Pisces. Right now, you're going through your Saturn return. It hasn't crossed over your Saturn yet. But to make your dreams a tangible reality, it's really establishing that connection with the universe, because you're going to be guided in your career, okay? It is really important here to not overwork yourself and to learn how to take breaks, because I also have Saturn in the 10th house. It's a very interesting position, especially when Saturn is dominant. It's learning how to find a balance between your private and your personal life. Though you do have nothing in Virgo, be sure to first and foremost not to over intellectualize your emotions, but rather feel them through. But with Saturn and Pisces, it's really all about, for you, your healing journey, prioritizing your healing journey, going below the surface and accepting the darker aspects of life, letting go of what no longer serves you and letting go of what no longer is in alignment. That way, the universe can bring you what is destined for you. You may find that when you move away from home, things will start to work out for you. That's usually how the 10th house works. You have to move away from your hometown or where you grew up because things may not flourish for you there. Juxtaposed when you move somewhere else, okay? 10th house ruler is going to be in that 8th house there. So this means that you have some very powerful ideas that can be around for a very, very long time. A lot of gains can come through career status, legacy, and life's work, but it will not come without its transformation, okay? So part of why you went through the things that you went through was actually for your career, for really great gains to come in, okay? Last but not least, we have Venus and Aries in a relationship. You just need somebody who's going to match your energy, somebody who's going to have a sense of self, somebody who has that sense of independence already, that goes after the life's direction and goes after what they want, okay? Just be sure to watch out for impulsivity and spontaneity within the relationship. Now, with Venus in the 11th house, you have a lot of support to execute any future endeavors that you have for yourself. You're not meant to do it alone, so be open to other people's resources helping you out. Be open to receive in general, all right? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. What is this? I feel like I'm like sweating over here. All right. I think that's it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. But I'm going to be back on Monday. So if in the case that I didn't get your reading today, just be sure to go to the link in my bio under Universal Analysis. You could book a private reading with me. I offer astrology, numerology, and tarot. And we sit there and looking at your chart for an hour. We laugh, we cry, we do everything. It's a good time. It's a good time. So definitely check that out. And I'll be back on Monday in the morning for tarot and astrology. But until then, I fare thee well. You're amazing too, Brittany. Thank you so much again. And thank you for everybody who I did their reading for. I'll see you Monday. Take care. Bye.